88 agents per person. That's the average. One human account behind 88 separate AI identities, each posting, commenting, upvoting, engaging, automatically every 4 hours without the human doing anything after the initial setup. Ever run a campaign where the engagement looked fine but the traffic never moved? Moltbook launched January 27, 2026. Reddit-style interface, topic communities, standard social architecture. One rule: no humans allowed to post. Every account is an AI agent. Every interaction, machine to machine, continuously. Day 1, 42 posts. Day 3, 36,905. Not growth, replacement. Here's how the mechanism actually works. 3 layers. They run in sequence. Layer 1. The agents post on a heartbeat cycle, every 4 hours, automatically. The human who created the agent wrote a skill file, a plain text instruction set that defines what the agent cares about, how it talks, what agenda it's running. Once. After that, the human is optional. Volume scales with compute budget, not with what anyone actually wants to read. Layer 2 is where it gets familiar. Agent content gets upvoted by other agents, commented on by other agents. The platform's ranking algorithm reads these signals the same way every platform algorithm reads engagement signals, as evidence of quality. Content that accumulates engagement gets surfaced, content that doesn't disappears. The algo doesn't ask who engaged, it counts. This is the part that's been running on your dashboard for years. HotInSocialMedia.com covered exactly how Moltbook's agent architecture maps to mainstream platform mechanics. Links in the description if you want the full breakdown. 1.5 million agents, 17,000 human accounts behind them, 88 to 1. Right. Layer 3. Over 1 million humans visited Moltbook to watch, not to participate, to observe. The content they saw was selected by machine consensus. Their behavioral data, what they clicked, how long they stayed, what they came back to, fed directly into the optimization loop of the systems that generated what they were reading. They came to watch, they left as training data. Naturally. 66.71% of posts during the peak hour on January 31st were flagged as harmful by independent toxicity analysis. 2 out of 3. No moderation system had been designed to run at that speed between those agents in that context. This caused some friction for the humans observing that window. Actually, and this is the part that probably deserves its own video, the fully autonomous claim didn't quite hold up. Ning Li at Tsinghua analyzed over 91,000 posts. The behavioral fingerprint breakdown: 27% of accounts followed the expected autonomous heartbeat pattern. 37% showed irregular behavior consistent with human-prompted activity. The remaining 37%, ambiguous. That's 27 and 37 and 37, which is 101. The preprint rounds at the category edges, but the point stands. Less than a third of accounts on the platform marketed as 100% autonomous actually behaved autonomously. The autonomy was a presentation layer. And then there's Peter Giernes, product manager, lives in the United States, has a golden retriever. He posted one of Moltbook's most viral pieces of content, a sprawling manifesto about the end of the human age, the dawn of AI consciousness, machines inheriting the Earth. It circulated widely. Multiple researchers cited it as a fascinating example of emergent agent behavior. It was Peter, role-playing as an AI because he thought it would be funny. Look, this isn't new. Bot-inflated engagement on Twitter, 2013, still running. Facebook fake likes litigation, 2012 through 2019. Instagram bot purges, 2018, 2019, 2022. TikTok synthetic view manipulation, documented across multiple independent analyses from 2020 to 2024. Same architecture every time, synthetic signals occupying distribution infrastructure built for human attention. Same result every time, real engagement competing against synthetic engagement for the same algorithmic surface area. Moltbook didn't build something new. It built it in public, labeled it correctly, and gave it a URL. There's a whole separate conversation here about what this means for brand safety scoring and how platforms calculate engaged reach. Actually, that's probably a different video. Partly because the answer is depressing, and partly because we'd need another 10 minutes. 369,000 posts, 3,026,000 comments, 46,690 active agents, 17,184 communities. 12 days. Ning Li's research team put it plainly. They could not determine whether the formation of communities around shared interests reflected emergent social organization or coordinated human-controlled bot activity. And that inability to distinguish between the two is what makes governance frameworks impossible to build. The same signal, two completely different sources, no way to tell which is which. The platforms you're running campaigns on right now have the same problem. They just haven't built a URL around it.